Hi everybody, thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. We're going to start in down dog. So once you get set up, you can just start to do some spinal rolls forward and back. As you come forward, lift your heels really high, pull your entire front body in, and like a wave is moving through your spine, round all the way forward. Once you get to your plank, you're going to lift your head up and tilt the tailbone back to press into that down dog. And then continue that movement forward and back as many times as you'd like and at whatever pace that you like. Just be very methodical and mindful of every little movement that you make, and as well as linking your breath with the movement. And we want to inhale as we open into that up dog to carry us back to our down dog, and then as we lift forward, rounding through that cat spine, we want to be exhaling. On your next down dog, lift your heels high and pivot them to the left. Ground the outer edge of that left foot for your side plank. Extend the right leg high as well as that right arm if you'd like. And then slowly circle it back down to the mat as you pivot the heel to the other side. Grab a hold of your right foot and extend it over the head. You can also just find a fallen triangle if you'd like to. And we'll take that right leg and cross it over the left for an eagle leg squat, sending the left bicep alongside the ear, cactusing the arm to twist open to the sky or behind you, and then circle that arm back down to square yourself off to the mat. Ground your right knee, extend that left leg high, puppy position with the chest. Tuck the right toe under, find a gate pose, opening up to the left side of the room, and maybe pivot yourself into a tiger pose, grabbing that foot behind you as you let the kick pull your left shoulder back and your chest open. When you release that, pull your left knee into the forehead, straighten the right leg, and then extend yourself back into a down dog. Take a couple more spinal rolls here, so slowly moving forward and back. Lifting up through the low belly, pelvic floor muscles, core, even the intercostal muscles, hugging the rib cage in as you come forward. Try to stay long, even when you're not rounding in the spine. We want to try to stretch the torso really long as we come back into that down dog. You can take your leg high if you want to and move your hip around, just adding in any little movements that you want, or if you just want to keep it straight spinal roll, that's totally fine as well. Making any little wiggles or adjustments that feel good to you. Get loosened up, warmed up. We'll twist the knees over to the left to spring off of them for that side plank. Pull the left toe into the right inner thigh, aiming your knee up to the sky. Extend that left arm high, and then slowly pull the knee toward your armpit. Once it's as far as it'll go, you can extend that knee straight, and then extend the leg over the head, finding a three-legged down dog. Then pull the knee into the forehead for the high plank, and wrap that left leg over the right leg, cross the legs, eagle leg squat, squeezing so tight with those inner thighs, even pressing the top of your foot into the back of that calf if the toes hooked around. You can cactus that arm to open the chest up to the sky, getting a nice spinal twist. And then circle the arm back around and down to the mat. Pull that left knee into the forehead, and then move it back. Set it down to reach that right leg high, shifting into that puppy position with the chest. Press back up, find your gate pose, so pivot the foot behind you and extend that right leg and right arm high. Come back to face the mat and pull that left knee in again to the forehead, and then extend it back up to your three-legged down dog. And bend the knee, open the hip here, circle it around if you'd like to, and when you feel good with that, set the foot down, knee down, and take either a child's pose, or you can, as I'm doing here, move side to side in the shoulders, leaning the opposite way with the shoulders that you're moving the hips. Just gets the spine nice and loose, feels so good. Let's go ahead and set up for a fixed firm or a hero's pose. So bring the knees together on the mat, separate the feet hip width, a little wider than hip width so that your butt can sit down on the mat in between the heels. Make sure that your butt is touching before you add in any little twists like this. If it's not touching, use your hands to support you to slowly lean forward and let the body weight slowly come down. Eventually, you'll be able to sit on the mat. If you need to come to stand before we move into that camel pose, you can, just to refresh the legs, but then come onto the knees, separate them a little wider than hip width, and then we'll lower the hips back down to the heels, interlace the fingers behind the back, hinge forward at the hips, lower the forehead or the top of the head to the mat, and reach your fist over your head towards the front of the mat, maybe even down towards the front of the mat. And you can close the fist or have open basket fist, whatever's best for the shoulders. Slowly hinge back up, and then we'll sweep the arms forward, stand on the knees, and press those hips, squeeze your glutes, press them forward past the knees to come into your camel pose. You want to look as far back behind you as you can. If you're doing full camel like this, go very, very slow and mindfully, and make sure that you're continuing to breathe, keeping that breath nice and fluid. If you're not in full camel or want to go there, just keep the hands on the low back or the glutes as you lengthen up out of the chest to find your back bend, always pressing hips forward over the knees towards the top of the mat. Once you have pressed yourself up using the low body strength, you can slowly bring your hips down to the heels to rest, or you can take a couple of side twists or dancing camels from side to side, just moving it in whatever way feels good for you to counterbalance and just kind of allow that blood pressure to return to normal and get that spine adjusted in any way that you feel needed. And that's it. So once you have completed that restoration, if you want to continue to sit and just close the eyes and breathe, let yourself just feel that beautiful buzzing energy, you can. You can jump in the pool or the ocean or whatever body of water is around you. You can take a true savasana. You can lie down on your mat and just let the body rest. You can continue to practice. Maybe this little bit has inspired you to move in your own way now, to create your own little flow. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.